Welcome to the Boom Boom Room, y'all, where there's no topic too big or small, where we talk about it all. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Boom Boom Room. I have Ross with me from the Lagoon. His channel is called, and we're gonna hang out for a little bit and shoot some shit. What's up, Ross?
Hey, how you doing, Ash?
Doing good, man. I'm glad you agreed to be on here with me, man, and do a little talking. We'll chew the cud.
Yes, sir.
Chew
I'm
the cud.
honored, man. I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I like to talk to people, man. I really do, really do. So, first question I ask you, about your channel, Ross. What made you want to get into, gaming? Well, I'm not gaming it. You know what I mean? Starting a YouTube channel.
Right. Well, I had originally had neck surgery in 2021, and I was down for like 8 months. And my little brother bought me an Xbox, and I started playing that, and I got into State of Decay 2, and then I discovered Sawsome. That was the first person I discovered. And I started watching his videos, and then I got into the community Discord through Sawsome, and that's when I discovered you guys, like you, A Cup, Bob, Prime, anybody else I might be leaving out, and I started watching y'all, man, and just as I've continued to play games, man, I moved from my console to a PC. So once I got the PC, I was like, hey, maybe I can start streaming. And I got a lot of what I do, man. It comes from like watching you guys. So I'm like real grateful that I ran into you guys, or I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah, man, you've been in the. I guess you was in the community when I first started. I guess you've been in there longer than me, ain't you? I can't remember.
I mean, I think you've been in there maybe a year or so longer than me.
How did you find the community?
Sawsome had it in his video descriptions, and I joined, and it's just been nothing but good times since then, man. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Yeah, Sawsome's a good guy, man. Great content. I can't, all the guys in the community, dude. He's brought a lot of people together, every one of them. Guru, Bob, A Cup, everyone got. Man,
I'm glad you said Guru, man. I forgot about him. I found Sawsome first and Guru second.
Yeah, I think
that just progressed in the community.
You know what? I don't really know. I can't stand this color on this shirt, but I think that I found Guru, Prime, and then kind of Sauce. Everything kind of fell together. It was to do with State of Decay 2 for sure.
Right.
Definitely with them. But man, we got a great community, man. I ain't kidding with you. I've made a lot of friends through the years. It's probably been. Oh man, I can't think because I moved here 2 years. Gotta be 4 years, maybe 4 years.
I came in 2022. Cool Zone. Yeah, don't forget him. Like right when Cool Zone got his own channel, that's about the time I got there.
Yeah, Cool Zone. Yeah, Cool Zone. I've known him. I think that when I started a YouTube channel, Cool Zone really helped me out a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think about my first maybe 3 or 4 months in the community Discord. Cool Zone got one of the creator channels for himself. That's one of the first ones that I remember that. And I remember watching him.
Yeah, seemed like I started playing. I might have played DayZ with you or something too at first.
We played State of Decay 2 one time. The first time I ever played with you, we played State of Decay 2. It was me, you, and your son. Actually.
Oh yeah, I remember Creature.
If you remember, Creature. If you remember, you were throwing. One of y'all was spawning juggernauts in the field right next to me.
Yeah, that was my son. That's what he was doing. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, he was at it modded out. That's right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember now for sure. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was cool, man. I remember that.
That was, man. Yeah, Creature was running around with me on State of Decay 2 there for a little while too. Right when I was like brand new.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, man, I love that game, dude. But I'm just burned out on it. You know what I mean? You just get to the point with a game. I love it, but damn, just burned out.
Yeah, I just went a year. It'll be a year and probably into April since the last time I played until about a month ago. And since I got the PC, I jumped back into it on PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you get all the lethal boons and stuff, man, it's kind of like what can you do next?
Yeah.
So I started a modded community. It's got like 120 days in it on lethal, but it's like everything's modded. So
Yeah.
that's what I do to have fun. I run
Well,
them there, run around.
well, let me ask you this. This is another question. What do you think about DayZ since you moved to PC?
Man, it's opened a whole new world of
Yeah.
that game to me, man. On console, I spent a lot of time on Chinoris, Livonia when it came out. I got it. I was pretty new, so I got it. And then I jumped on Sakal and ran around for a while. And I was stuck on those three for a while. But man, when those two Sakal came out since I got the PC. But since I got the PC, I'm on like 11 different maps, brother. Just
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Like there's just so much. It's like a brand new game.
Man, I bet you got a lot of mods on there. Cause I know
I do.
yeah, sometimes I got to go in there and wipe them and then, kind of, uninstall all of them because cause some of the servers I won't be playing and stuff like that. But that's what's cool about it is, don't get me wrong. I love DayZ in general, but man, you get on PC, you got so many different maps and then like, you got your PvE, then your PvP, and then you got servers that got both in them, It's got, it's all mostly PvE, and then there's PvP zones. So, yeah, man, it opens up a whole new world, dude. I wish everybody could play it, and and I know that Lisa told Lisa said it's hard to go back to DayZ on Xbox. Well, your friends play it. She kind of made me feel bad. So we'll play it sometimes on Xbox, but it's hard to go back, dude, because it's just, especially when you start using the keyboard too. I know that you can use the controller too, but yeah, when you use the keyboard, you get used to it, man. It's it's a lot better too, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was my fear with DayZ on PC was how hard the mouse and keyboard would be to learn. But man, it was really easy actually, and I actually play M and K servers on my Xbox now.
Yeah.
When I do turn my Xbox on, and I run with Salsum in the game whenever Salsum's doing videos, and I have to go back to the Xbox for that. But other than that, I really haven't turned it on in like 3 months to get on the PC.
Yeah, there's that's the only reason why I play is a couple games, with some other people in the community. Really do. Right. But is there any games that you're looking forward to here in the next year or two? I mean, really looking forward to?
I've really State of K3.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. I've kind of just I have the Game Pass, so I just check it every month to see what's new, and I just go from there. I'm really out of the loop on what's coming. Yeah, Arma, the new Arma, I think it's coming out in 2027. Looking forward to that. I just got Project Zomboid, so I'm starting running that. It looks like a pretty fun game.
Okay, let me tell you this about Project Zomboid. It's a game. Okay, it's the most. I'm talking about me individually. It's a game that I really, really, really want to learn how to play. It's a big ass learning curve. It's so detailed, dude. It's the most detailed game I've ever seen. I've never seen a game that's more detailed and how in depth it is. It's just the combat. If I could get the combat down, that's all I'd play, dude. It is so fun. There's so much to do in it. And there's a lot of mods you can put on it too, And, on PC, Project Zomboid. But it's a learning curve for me, dude. I got to go. Now, there's one game that it's kind of like it. It's called Human It Z. Human It Z. I played it when it first came out. And one of the devs or whoever created the game come on my stream, and thank me for playing it. But it is kind of like that, but it's not as hard to learn, Now the controls were shitty at first, but updated it, and I jumped on it the other day just to mess around, and it's a lot better. Now I don't know how much it is to buy, or nothing like that, but on PC, because I bought it when it first came out, I don't think it was all that much, but I might jump back in it. It's a game that, like Zomboid I really want to get into, but yeah, if you can learn to play Project Zomboid, dude, you'd really like it. It's just, the combat system, it's so hard, dude. When the zombies, it's like the zombies hit you one or two times, it's over with. It's game over. You know what I mean? But it looks like a damn good fun game.
Yeah, that's one of the things I read when I was downloading it. Was just like, you better be ready to fight zombies.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean it's best to avoid them. It's a hard game. It's probably one of the hardest games ever played. It really is. But there's a few, I think that I got the Storage Hunter game, simulator.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to play it. I've been wrapped up in 7 days and DayZ for the last week or two, but I want to kind of throw that game in because me personally, I understand like where I've got monetized and stuff, and I kind of got my community. I could throw a lot of different games in there, and I really would like to do that, like every day, maybe play a different game, or you know what I mean, or do a couple streams a day with 2 different games. Right. Could kind of mix it up, but I understand. So all you've played mostly is DayZ on your channel, haven't you?
I've got some State of Decay too on there as well.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do as good as my DayZ content. And since I would recommend anybody on DayZ PC try out DayZ Underground Chernarus. It's a roleplay server, man. And I'm on there with the character Bones Mahoney, and it's definitely the most thriving part of my channel right now is me running on that server. I'm having a real good time.
What is
on
that?
There,
is it PvP or PvE?
It's PvP.
Is it?
Like, they encourage like no KOS really, or like if you can avoid try to interact, but you there's a potential you get PvP'd in the back walking down the street with a bag in your hand. You never know.
Well, where do you do you have a role in it or your individual character? How does that work?
I'm a character right now, Bones Mahoney. He was a fisherman out in the ocean, and when the apocalypse happened, he woke up on shore in Chernarus. So he's living his best life there now.
Right.
And I'm mingling with all the other factions and members, trying to make storylines up. I got a few storylines going right now.
That's sweet.
Trying to keep it more interesting than just building a base in the woods and then hiding from everybody. Trying to actually go out and interact and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because the last 3 years, that's the way I played DayZ, is build a watchtower in the woods and just leave everybody alone. Now I'm trying to play differently.
Yeah, I understand. I think that a person like with DayZ needs to use their strengths. Like, I suck at PvP, so I know that I can't strictly go into the PvP mode, which people do like to see be a good PvP player and get a lot of kills, and also like to see you die, but you know what I mean? I gotta enjoy playing too. That's why I've been jumping on these AI servers, because it does probably in the long run help you a little bit learn how to PvP, and it's fun too. It really is. It's really fun. But I jumped on I got a couple videos backlog, and I jumped on an RP server. Was really fun, dude. And I got on there, and I was a salesman. I was trying to sell squirrel milk to people, and I ended up I tried to rob this dude, tried to take him around the corner. I don't know why that's going out of focus. What the heck's going on with that camera? Anyway, I tried to rob this dude, take him around the corner, and he wouldn't fall for it, and he ended up running me over and calling the cops and stuff. So that ended my role playing days, but that server didn't last too long. I mean, it was up for maybe about a year. It was pretty cool server. But yeah, let me ask you this: overall, what is your favorite game, would you say, of all time, if you had to?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I was a gamer when I was younger, up to about 16 or 17, and I kind of stopped till like I was almost 30. But DayZ would be probably my favorite game right now of all time, the last few years. But growing up, man, Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah,
I wore that game out. GoldenEye, I wore 64. I wore that game out. And I don't know. I can't even tell you how many MLB The Show games that I've played in my life. That's all I played for like the first 6, 7 years of gaming was baseball games.
Yeah.
So I really like those. Not too happy with where MLB The Show has gone now, like the last three
Yeah.
or 4 years. It's just like they were copying and pasting the game into a new engine every year. So I've kind of just fell off with that.
Well,
But yeah, probably DayZ overall. State of K2, I literally played State of K2 almost every day for 2 years without touching another game. So I have to put that up there as well.
yeah. I bought a suit. You know how the games used to come like the way they looked, the cartridges. I got a Super Mario Kart poster. It's not really a poster. It's actually a wooden
Right.
picture. I bought it the other day. I got it up. I hate to move my camera because it f everything up, but it's pretty neat,
Right.
man. I really like it. Yeah, my sister's has Mario Kart parties still. She loves that
Nice.
game.
Yeah. What's the other one? Smash Brothers. That was one we used to have
Yeah,
parties on the weekends to do Super Smash Brothers
yeah.
on N64. That was a good one. I still have my N64. I have a whole bunch of games. I'm just
Yeah,
missing a power cable for it right now. I don't know where my power cable
you
went.
can order one of
But
those at Amazon or some or eBay.
one of
You know,
those,
pretty
yeah,
easy.
it's one of those things where I forget that I have it. Then every 6 months, I'm like, oh, let's get a power cable, and then I forget. And then 6 months later, I'm like, oh, I have a Nintendo 64 still. Let's play that. And then I forget about it again. It's just in the closet collecting dust right now. I still got all my WCW wrestling games. They got
Oh yeah.
WWF WrestleMania 2000. That's probably one of my top 5 games ever too, man. WrestleMania 2000 was fun.
That's when they used to be fun, dude. A lot of them sports games, to me, turn to shit. I mean, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
man.
but and I never
I
was a
I,
big
I
sports
agree.
fan, but I remember GoldenEye, dude. I was just married. I was a youngster, probably in my early 20s, and man, I'd sit there and man, just love to play that. Though, have a pizza and sit, and a couple of boys come over. I remember my son was a baby, infant, and play that game. That was some fun times. But that GoldenEye was probably one of the
Man, trying
first.
to me and my little brother would sit like on our little TV, playing N64 together.
Uh-huh.
Just like it was so long ago. I used to use a screwdriver to change the channel to get it to the not channel
Damn.
3, but the input channel because my button was broke.
Yeah.
And me and him would sit there and we would just play like the multiplayer. You could run around shooting at each other in GoldenEye on some of the levels, and then we would put in like the Game Shark codes to make the heads big and put it
Oh
on really
yeah, I
hard.
remember that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
make like 20,000. Like there's the one mission where you're in a room and there's a guy outside the door and you're a hostage and you got
Yeah.
to kill him and get out. We would make their heads big and set it on like the hardest setting and just kill that guy and just wait for 30,000 of them to just rush in and
Yeah.
just fight them and die. It was so fun.
Yeah, that was fun back then. There's a lot of
Perfect
nostalgia.
Dark is another one that me and
Yeah.
my brother would play all day every day. Just set it on the little multiplayer bots,
Yep.
just run around. It was
Man.
good times, man.
What about you live down in Alabama, don't you? I see them pictures of you fishing all the time and
Yeah.
stuff. You still fish a lot?
First time I went 2 or 3 days ago for the first time this year, and I caught one fish on the last cast after about 3.5 hours of being out there. But yeah, man,
Dang.
any chance I get to be in the boat, I'll take it. I'll go
What have you
get some
been?
fishing in.
You use live bait or lures?
Nah, I use lures. I only bass fish mostly, and I use like flukes and spinner baits, jig baits, shaky heads, which is like a little fluke with a
Uh-huh.
weight on the head so it goes down in the water,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Man, it's
Just
been
depends
so
on the time of
long.
year. Right
Yeah.
now they're biting the shad. They're running shad, which is bait
Yeah.
fish. So I throw something that looks like bait fish, and I just reel that into
Okay.
the boat. Hmm.
Man, it's been so long since I fished. My God, dude. I used to love it. I used to love when those the spawning, those crappies spawning,
Oh yeah,
dang, man. Or those little
man. Yeah, I caught.
panfish.
Yeah, we call my dad and me. We call crappie fishermen perch jerkers. They get out there
Hmm.
over a treetop in the flat bottom boat and just sit there all day with a little
Yeah.
bobber just wearing them out.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
fun,
caught up.
dude.
I caught about probably 5, 6 years ago. Maybe about 4 years ago. I caught the biggest crappie I ever seen in my life on a spinner bait coming out of a tree in the water. It was about like a 2.5 pound crappie, man. It was huge. We took it home and
Dang.
cooked it and everything. It was a slab, I think they call them. It was a big one, man.
Wow.
Caught him on a spinner bait too. He was after it.
Man, what about the catfish? You ever go
Uh,
catfishing?
I like catfishing. I haven't done it in a long time. We got a little bend in the creek where I live where it goes
Mm-hmm.
from like 20, 25 feet to about 80 feet deep
Yeah,
before it leads into the river. And you could just sit out there and catch channel cats all day if you got some chum or some gizzards or something, man. And you just throw your little rod out off the side of the boat and you get them,
yeah,
man. They channel cats hang out in there. I need to do more crappie and brim and catfish fishing.
yeah. It's been a while. I grew up off the Arkansas River, about 3 miles. Man, there's some big fish in that river. You know, I've
I
seen them
believe it, man.
catch some big fish out of there, dude. You know, those
Yeah, I'm
big drums I'd catch too. Big old
oh
drums.
man, I get on the lock wall here where I live, man. It's I live about 500 yards from a boat landing that leads into Yellow Creek, and if you
Mm-hmm.
go up Yellow Creek about 2 miles, it cuts into the Black Warrior River, which is one of the biggest rivers in Alabama. And then I live right at a part of it where there's a lock and dam where the coal
Yeah,
boats come through, and you can get out there off the side of that dam, man. You can throw spoons under, just let them drop beside the boat and jig them up and down. You'll catch drum, you'll catch catfish,
yeah,
bass. That's where the big striped bass are. I'm really trying to get some of them.
yeah. I've
They get up
seen
to about
them.
20, 30 pounds around here, man. I ain't never caught one though.
Yeah, I've seen them before. Cause down there on the Arkansas River, it is a dam. You know, and
Mhm.
you know where we'd fish at, and I've I never ate a drum until I was in San Antonio, and that was the best fish sandwich I've ever ate. I ate at a soul food restaurant, and it was
Right,
a drum sandwich, you know, fried drum. But
right.
I guess think it's got a lot of bones in it or something. I don't
I
know.
think it does.
And
All I know is growing up, my dad called them trash fish. We wouldn't let them in the
yeah,
boat. So if you catch one, you gotta like cut the spoon out of its mouth on the side of the boat. Don't even get it in the boat.
yeah, yeah. I've heard the same thing. But them
Yeah.
carps too, the carps, and then alligator gars were really, you know, a
Man,
lot of
yeah, we
alligator
got
gars.
alligator gar like really bad out here, man. Really, really bad. Especially in the mating season for
Uh
the
huh.
bass. You'll see 3, 4, 5 of them little gars just sitting on top of the water chasing each other around, man.
They're
They'll go
weird
after your
looking
bait and
fish,
everything.
ain't they, man? Like
They are, man.
like some kind of prehistoric looking fish.
They
Weird.
are, man. They scare the crap out of you. They swim beside the boat and look at you. Or
Yeah,
you'll be throwing your bait to the bank or like reeling out of a grass bit or something, and one will just come
yeah.
up out of nowhere halfway to the boat,
Do
chase
you
your bait.
do you ever get a lot? Is there a lot of cottonmouths down there in Alabama?
Man, yeah, we get a bunch of like where I live, especially, man. If you see a snake, it's either a cottonmouth or a rattlesnake. And then you get
Yeah,
down to the creek, and it's just water moccasins everywhere, man. And
yeah.
they'll come after you, man. If you're
Yeti,
like fishing on the bank, they'll get on the water and start swimming at you, man, hissing and everything.
what's the difference in a cottonmouth and a water moccasin? Is there much
I'm not
difference?
entirely
I
sure.
thought they were the same. I always thought, but I don't know.
Uh, to my understanding, the water moccasins stay closer to the water, and the cottonmouths go off in the woods.
Yeah, I
So if
guess
you
that
see
does
a
make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you see a water moccasin, they're usually the ones around here kind of got a red tint to them, but they'll open their
Yeah.
mouth and hiss at you, and it's like solid white in their mouth.
Man, I
Them
heard.
copperheads and them rattlesnakes, man, they are serious out here, brother.
Yeah, I think them copperheads they smell too or something if they're around. Always like a sweet smell, some kind of
Uh,
yeah, some weird smell. I think I think it's the cottonmouth. It might be the damn cottonmouths. I don't know. You know, I
I'm not
live.
exactly sure. I don't try to get too close to them water moccasins or them cottonmouths.
Shit, no
I can
man.
I can tell you, my dad and my family, we moved to this house I live in now in 1994, and I was about 7, 8 years old. And I can tell you, my dad would get out in the yard with a stick, fighting snakes in the yard, hitting them on the head with a stick when they'd jump at him and shit. It's one of my greatest childhood memories. He'd get out there and just fight him with a stick.
Man, yeah,
Yeah, we used to
man.
have them real bad. They kind of backed off now, but when we first moved here, the house had been abandoned for like a year or so. So there was really tall grass, man. You had to watch your step everywhere you went around the yard, man. There'd be a snake hiding under the air conditioner, hiding beside the porch, just
Yeah,
hiding out, man.
that's
They don't
how it
come around
is.
like they used to.
That's how it is in the country, man. I grew up in the country. Snakes all the time, man. You get them little field
Yeah,
mouse we would, you know, growing up. It don't matter
right.
how clean you were in your house. Every once in a while you get one of them little field mouse. Some way get in, you know.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of them. It's good to have a cat outside or something to take
Yeah, I
care of
got
them.
3 cats outside, but for some reason, man, these little rats get in the house, little field mice, and
Yeah.
my cat Camille, she's got X-ray vision, man. She gets every one of them when they get in here. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. She just gets them. She's a rat catcher for sure.
Man,
Professional ratter.
man, I love animals. I love a cat, but man, my son got one cat is got an attitude. 2 years still ain't took to me. She'll let me feed her, you know, but she
Right.
was a rescue. Now he's got another one. It's just totally opposite, man. Wants to nag you to death. You know what I mean?
Right.
Always wants to be on you, wants to play and stuff. Just totally opposite. But them cats
Yeah,
are
that's
got some attitudes. They do for real.
yeah. Camille, my inside cat, she's a tortoise shell,
Yeah,
and they're known for having something called tortitude. She's always like she'll let you pet on her and stuff, but she doesn't really purr and all that.
yeah,
She'll rub on you and stuff, but she's not a lap cat by any means. But my other 3 cats in the yard, they just walked up out of the woods and decided they live here now. But we got one of them that he walked up out of the woods about a year and a half ago, and he wouldn't let you touch him or nothing. Now you
yeah,
can't get out in the yard without him being on you, meowing, trying to get you to pick him up and love on him. And
yeah,
he figured out them scratches and lovings are where it's at. He'll just
yeah.
follow you around like a dog, man. If you start going down the road, he's with you. Wherever you go, he goes.
Well, he was asking me before we, started to, recording or whatever, where I was living in a camper, when I told you I went out on that land, I lived out there a year. Well, before that, my girlfriend, she had her dog, the pit bull, and I had my dog, BB. And I think let me think, dude, we had 4 cats that lived outside, when we lived in the city. Well, there was one cat that, how I got him is BB found him when it was a little kitten abandoned up under the house and was barking, and I got him. I named the cat Mouse. It was a beautiful little white cat. Anyway, that was the only one that lived in the house. It would come in and out of the house, with me, or the RV, when I was staying. Well, dude, I'm not lying. When we got out on this land, we was out there about 3 months. All these cats was kept catching something and just dying. They would just get sick, like a respiratory or something, and get coughing. The worst you ever seen, man. And then their eyes would turn black, like something with their organs, and every one of them would end up dead. And a few ended up just. I think that there was a lot of wild animals out there. There was freaking bald eagles. I mean, we was out in the country. I've seen scorpions out there, tarantulas, any kind of snake. Shoot, I'm talking about there was deer. You know what I mean? I was off in the country. Right. And
yeah, me too, brother.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what them cats caught, man. It was awful. It made me sick, dude. I had to put that one down. It was suffering. I couldn't
hear it, man.
And I don't, must be something on the land, I guess, or something they caught around there. I mean, I don't know what they got, but shit.
That's wild. We got coyotes around here. That's what gets most of my house cats on the front yard.
Coyotes. Yeah.
Coyotes show up. Yeah, we got them little red scorpions too here, man. They'll run across the kitchen floor, and we cut the light on and see a little red scorpion running.
Damn, not in the house, man. That freaked me out though. In the house.
Yeah, man. My little brother actually we used to go when we were little, we would go flipping rocks just to see if there were salamanders and stuff under, man. And we would flip, and there'd be like 6 of them scorpions right there, man. One actually stung my brother one time and made him sick. It didn't like kill him, but it made him sick.
I bet it hurt, man, one of them things stinging you.
Pretty good size one too, man. The ones that get in here, they might be like half an inch, maybe a half an inch long. But man, you cut the light on, they go crawling around, man. They get them centipede, millipede things too.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get in, man, but they get in here.
Yep, man. It's just I tell you what, dude. Since I gotten older, well, of course, everybody's probably gonna say the same thing. I love the fall. It's my favorite season, and spring. But fall. Summer, dude, I hate summer anymore. I hate the heat. That's where I gotten older. I don't know what it is. Which I don't like the extreme cold, don't get me wrong, but dude, I hate the bugs coming out. You know what I mean? And all freaking, yeah. All the damn
I like
bugs.
The spring too, man. Yeah. It gets hot out here, man, where I live. And man, it's just You're just, I call it on the menu. You
Yeah.
go outside, and all them, little mosquitoes and shit
Yeah.
around, and you're on the menu, bro. They're gonna, the
Yeah.
horse flies, man. You ever get bit by a horse fly? You know what real pain is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to work on farms all the time, dude, and them horse flies, shit, would bother you to death out there, you know.
They
And,
light my ankles up, brother. They just go straight for my ankles. I don't know
yeah,
why, but
it's
that's where they
hard.
get me.
It's hard to get them away too, man. Once they get on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
stay.
it's way
I,
hard.
I tell you, man, we'll be out in the bass boat fishing out in the middle of the creek, middle of summer, hot as it can be, and there'll be 8 horseflies following the boat around.
Yeah,
You crank up and drive off, and you just got to fight the horseflies the whole time you're trying to fish.
yeah.
Because they hurt, brother. They hurt. When they bite you, they hurt.
Shit, yeah, it hurt. How long's your channel been up, Ross? Anyway, how long have you had it up?
I think I've had it going about 2 months now. It's kind of like I'm still in the learning process, so things are constantly changing within the channel. But I think I've been going for about 2 months, month and a half now,
What
something like that.
what was your expectations before you started it? Honestly.
What is I expecting to get out of it, pretty much?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
what did you expect? I mean, when you started it, from when you started it to now, did anything surprise you, or was you let down by anything? Or I mean,
I know I'm still early in the game. It's just
yeah,
what makes me the most happy is when like the people I've been watching the last few years, stop in and watch me or comment on my stuff. It's like full
yeah,
circle, man. Like it goes from me like being a random guy in your comments to being a
yeah,
creator that you watch and comment on.
yeah,
That's probably my favorite part of it.
yeah,
Like it's just something about when like you or Sawsome or Guru or somebody
yeah,
comments on some of my stuff. It's like I never thought there would be the day,
yeah,
Doc Zero. Like I never thought there would be the day
yeah,
that those people would be watching me. You know what I mean?
yeah. I get it
Just
because
telling you.
and then me and A Cup touched on this when we were talking. It's hard to support everybody. Like, we could take 20 seconds out of our time and comment and like, or 30 seconds and watch a little bit, but it's hard to watch everybody's videos, everybody in the
Yeah,
community, you know what I mean? I can't go over here and watch A Cup 2 hours and then watch Guru 2 hours, then watch Sawsome, then
right.
Bob and Cool, everybody. That'd be the whole day, I've just got to pick and
Right.
choose, but I at least try to watch at least 30
Yeah,
seconds to a minute of it and comment,
yep.
or come back to
That's
it. I'm just being
that's
truthful, dude.
appreciated,
It's
man.
hard. It is very
That's
hard.
what I do, man. What I've had to start doing since I've had my own channel is just putting everybody in the watch later section on YouTube, and then
Yeah,
taking like a morning or an afternoon or a
yeah,
night, and just sitting there and watching good chunks of everybody's videos at a
yeah,
time. And I feel bad, man, because I miss a
yeah,
lot of people's stuff when they're
yeah.
live, but I go back and watch it later. If I'm like, if
Well,
I like, my phone doesn't always let me know who's live, and neither does my PC. So I miss out. Like I have notifications set where it's supposed to tell me, but it doesn't
it
always tell
don't.
me.
It don't. It's messed
So
up
like
like
I'll
that.
be like, man, I'll be like watching a YouTube video just for like some random crime documentary or something, and then I'll click off of it, and it'll be like, Ashes of the Annex has been live for an hour and 48 minutes, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well, I wish I would have, I
yeah.
wish I would have known that.
No, I understand, dude, because it's really hard, and I mean, it's better to watch a video as long as you can, but at least 30 seconds to a minute, it helps you get a view and like it and comment. I mean, I think that really helps out when you comment on video because it does something for
I,
the algorithm. I really
right.
believe that.
That stuff's good too, but it just means a lot more, like especially to me, to see like you
Yeah,
or like Guru or Sawsome or A Cup stop by, even if it's for a minute, just to stop by and say something. It's
yeah.
like super cool just to have that happen.
Well,
You know what I
I
mean?
was doing something earlier, I guess I ain't trying to, I don't know what I'm trying, not brag or not like that, but when you was live earlier, I had you on the phone and I was lurking. It didn't hurt me to have you on my phone. You know what I mean? I mean, I got a phone, one that works and one that's not, and sit there and lurk, you know what I mean, while I was doing something. Even though I didn't have the volume up, it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I do the same thing,
yeah, I
man.
try to
I do the
help
same
people
thing.
out, because
Like when people are live, man, if I'm doing something or something, I'll just put it on the PC or on my phone, and I
yeah,
might go do something. But I'm in the chat. I'm watching the
yeah.
video. Even if it's just in the background while I'm doing something else, I know it still like helps with the viewing, like algorithm and all that.
Well, I
So I try to
see.
do my little part too.
I seen I got this command on mine that now that you can set it to. I got Nightbot, and you just put a command like exclamation point lurk, and it'll say I'm here. But I got that from Recent Dog. They got that command on their stream, so I put it on mine. A little bit different. And it's kind of saying, "Hey, I'm here," but I ain't commenting right now. Like lurking,
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that on a few people's pages. I think I get a couple people lurking because it'll tell me I got 2 or 3 people watching and there'll be nothing going on in the chat. So I think I do have a couple people.
Yeah.
Even if you just put it on the channel and walk away, that's still cool. Like I still appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to know the whole discography of everything I've ever done on every live stream. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man. And I tell you what too, though, man. What I notice about you is the way you when you're streaming, even if there's 1 or 2 or 5 people in there, you act like there's 10 in there, and that's a good habit you got. You still talk, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying. Even if nobody's commenting, and deal, you still because a lot of people, man, it gets, I don't know, choked up, you know what I mean, and just get in there and don't say shit, but you're always interacting, and that's a good thing.
Back in the day, in my early teens and into my mid 20s, pretty much, I was a musician and I played bars and stuff a lot, and I was a lead singer and stuff, so I always had to be like keeping the crowd involved. And I think I take a lot of that into the live streaming as well.
Yeah, that
Like
kind of.
I try to work on keeping people like feel like they're part of it, man, or involved.
Yeah, that's cool.
Even if it's just one person.
Yeah, it's good, man, because you'll go. I've noticed I've get on people's live streams and they're okay. It's like this: if somebody comes to my live stream, say I come in their live stream and I say hello, and 2 or 3 minutes go by, unless they're in a gunfight, they don't, you got to pay attention to things, and some streamers don't, and I don't expect everybody, because like I said, they might be in a gunfight or whatever, and they don't, something exciting's going on, they can't pay attention, but, like I said, you got to, interact, with the audience and stuff. Let me ask you this, Frost. I won't keep you much longer. What do you? What's your expectation? I can't say the fucking word. You know what I mean?
Words are hard, man.
What? Yeah, word for me, they are. Expectation of your channel in the next year or 2. What do you want to see your channel?
Oh man, I just want to see it grow, and like I've got a Discord for it and all that. Just see it grow and have people basically do what the community Discord has done, but through like my own means of bringing people into that Discord plus my Discord. Just building a community, man. Even if in a year, if I only have 300 subscribers, say, or something like that, I at least want to know my 300 subscribers, and make them feel like they know that I know they exist. Yeah. Just whatever happens. I never want to be better than anybody watching my videos. That's what I really try to tell myself. Like I don't see myself as being a celebrity or any of that. But if I get a good decent following and people see me like that, I'm gonna try to like not feed into that. Just be a normal dude, man. Just a friendly gamer trying to have a good time, man. Yeah.
Did you expect to have it for you streaming as long as you have right now? Did you expect to have this many subscribers, more or less?
I just dove into it, man, saying whatever happens. I've got more right now than I figured I would. I've actually gained about 15 in the last 2 days. Yeah. So that might not sound like much, it doesn't sound like a gold medal, but that's 15 more than I had 2 days ago.
Yeah, I don't get that many in 2 days myself, dude. It's been a while
I'm not trying to get too stuck on the numbers. I am starting to get stuck on the analytics a little too much. I'm trying to just keep it fun. Yeah. I want it to be a place that people could come to and have fun. Feel welcomed and all that. Yeah,
so you don't want to get stuck on those analytics. I have before. That'll get you, kind of weirded out in a way if you get stuck on them too much.
It makes me doubt myself, and like it's not that I'm doing anything really wrong. It's just like you got to give it time. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't plant some seeds and just expect a watermelon 20 minutes later. You know what I mean? You gotta wait, man. You gotta let it grow. So that's what I'm going for here, is trying to grow my community and use my community to get other people that I've started watching over
Uh-huh.
time, get them like new followers and stuff too. So we build a like you say, a community.
Yep.
And not be better than anybody, not try to be like, oh, well, I've got 10 more viewers than this dude. He sucks. Like, I don't want to be like any of that kind of stuff at all. I want, like, if I can get you 10 more viewers, I'd rather get you 10 more viewers than judge you for having
Yep.
10 less than I've got.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Cause man, cause if you keep doing what you're doing and have a shitty ass attitude, believe me, you ain't gonna come out good on the end. You know what I mean?
Nah, man.
Cause yeah, you're gonna fail, dude. You're gonna definitely fail. You gotta pull for the other person. We're all in it together.
Right, man.
We gotta try to help each other out, man. Cause all we are is, it depends on what attention you have. Like me, I just want to grow, enjoy myself, meet people,
Right.
try new things, laugh. We're not on this earth that long, dude. We need to treat everybody good. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
another thing that I say to myself is like, if I'm eating good, I want everybody to eat good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I want everybody to reap the benefits and get everything out of it. I don't want it to be like me trying to excel over like one person or be better than anybody. I just want to have a channel people can
Yeah.
come to and know that it's going to be a good time.
Exactly, man. But that's what you got the right attitude for it, Ross. And believe me, you will succeed, because I've seen people burn out real quick, coming
Right.
into YouTube and, I've seen people get, I won't, not no Pacific person, just example. I've seen a person get 4 or 5, 100 subscribers in a week or two, man, and they think they're hot shit, you know what I mean? And then they burn out and ain't you gonna blow up? I've got good views on a video and didn't think I was big shit, hot shit or that, but I expected more, didn't get it and kind of got let down. Then when you go through them ups and downs, and you find that middle ground and understand that what's going to be is what's going to be, and just sit back, analyze things, don't take it too hard, don't get stressed out, and just do what you think's best for your channel. And and switch some things up. I'll talk about it every episode. Me personally, I quit shorts because I think, me personally, not like I said, everybody's different. Every channel's different. Me personally, I think they were hurting my long form, content. So I quit making them the 1st of March. I'm gonna do that experiment for 3 months, see how that does, and I'm trying to get on a schedule of releasing videos, certain days, every week and certain days, not really the times, but the days, and see how that works, because definition of sanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get to a different result. You're going to get the same damn results. So that's why I wanted to try something, and see if it, but from what my standings and finds and studying, that I think it's hurt me, shorts. Don't get me wrong, I get some good views on shorts, but I'm not worried about getting a bunch of subs. I want to get, some solid views in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
I was fortunate. I think shorts are doing better for me right now than my live streams and actual content. I made 2 shorts the 2nd and 3rd day that I had my channel set up. I played one little round of DayZ, made 2 shorts, and I got over 3,000 views. So I started being like, yeah, man, this is easy. I'm going to, conquer this. No problem.
Yeah.
And then my next short got 28 views, and I think it might have 32 a month and a half later. So I was like, oh, reality check. It ain't just like that. Like I'm saying to people, is you don't just wake up and push play on a live stream and then play. It's so much more than that, man. You gotta promote other people. You gotta be seen, be active around other people. Like through you, I met Milkman, and I've been interacting with him and watching his streams, man. And I'm in his Discord. He's another really good one to watch if you want to learn how to do stuff.
Cool,
but I was fortunate enough to find the community Discord, find people like you, Sawsome, Guru, A-Cup, Bob, and that kind of stuff, and Prime and Cool Zone, and that kind of helped me develop my idea of what I wanted to be through watching you guys. So I'm very grateful to have met you guys.
I'm glad.
Everything y'all do, man, it's just so good. There's no hate, there's no animosity, there's no bad competition. It's just a good, pure community of good people trying to do the best they can.
Yeah, that's like I said, we're all in it together, brother. Just like it's awesome, got 10K. I don't know what cool something at 12K. Man, I want to see them blow up even more. You know what I mean?
Right.
I really do. You know, there's some good, solid dudes. Now, I'll be a liar if I tell you this, that somebody that's over there that's an asshole, I don't want them to succeed.
Right.
But, you know, all of them dudes in our community, man, all good people, and I really do. I want them to, want them to succeed, Ross.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you one good example of one person that I do play with sometimes, and I'm around, that kind of got some viewers really quick, and all of a sudden got better than everybody. And I'm not trying not to be any of that. Like that, he's a prime example of something that I'm trying not to be, and hopefully.
yeah,
He's working on that, but like I don't want to just wake up to 1,000 subscribers one day and all of a sudden I'm the best YouTuber there's ever been. Like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to
yeah,
be like that in any way. I want, if I've got 1,000 subscribers, and I can get them to subscribe, even 100 of them to subscribe to one of y'all. I mean that's a win.
yeah.
That's a win for me. If I can get them passed on and get them and the people that influenced me to get where I'm at.
Well, that's just like in, I got that command through Nightbot stream for everybody to drop their link, So, like, if you come in there, my stream, you type in exclamation point drop, your link would drop, and I want people in my stream to go over there and give you a sub, and
I actually did do that last night just to see, because I saw the Nightbot command and I dropped it, which is really, I got to figure out how to do that, man, because I don't want to seem like I've got like you do in your Discord. I have my own. Put your videos in here, share your content. Like, show everybody. This isn't about me. I want everybody to share their stuff and get a good quote unquote community going.
Exactly.
I got to figure out how to get people to do that stuff. I guess I'll set me up a Nightbot. I just want people to feel welcomed in my community and able to promote themselves and find other people.
Yep, that's exactly right. I could send you, kind of show you what Nightbot's about. I think Orchid Fudge, the one showed me about it, like doing the drops. But you just connect Nightbot. You go to Nightbot TV. You Google it, and then you'll connect it, to your, email and stuff like that. And then you can set the commands up. I think I can actually paste, copy and paste it, and and send it to you what to put in the command. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm running bot tricks right now. I found it. I like it's simple chat bot. It's pretty easy to run. I'm just now learning. Like I just figured out how to get my viewer count on my screen.
Yeah.
I've got it set up to whenever I get a new subscriber, it does shows the text and it plays a little song that I put in there. And like that kind of stuff. I'm learning it, man. But it's not just wake up and push play and play, DayZ 10 hours and then get 100 million subscribers. Like, no, you gotta make a product that people want, that people want to see. Like, I'm trying to make myself into a personality that people want to come to and watch, like the Hey Barnbys and the Zesty Polvos and like all that kind of stuff. Trying to be like a character at the same time. The Brian Menards that people just really like a lot.
Yeah, people. It'll take time, dude. I want. We all want to keep growing and stuff, man. And I believe me, this year be your year, man. You're doing good. Every time I go in there, like I said, if there's 2 people or 10 people, you're always the same acting, and that's good. The way you got, you know what I mean. You're not you're not just boring, and stuff when you go in there. And you
no, exactly, man. I try to treat it like 1,000 people are watching, even if it's just one.
That's how you're supposed to be, dude. I know sometimes, man, because, I'm tired or something. I don't want to stream, and I won't stream, because I don't want to be on there and just be all, freaking all down and shit, not feeling good. But I like to try to every day put a stream in. Sundays, I've tried to take Sundays off because I like to do a lot of cleaning, in the house or something, like deep clean, and do a bunch of laundry. But, I still sometimes do stream on Sunday. But it's good to get in a routine like you are, I notice. But, you know, don't get too burned out. You know, if you got the time, dude, stream as much, you know, but just don't get too burned out. You know what I mean?
Like I think I was telling you or somebody earlier. I have a routine, man, where I do my editing in the morning, like all my YouTube videos and stuff, and then I play in the afternoon. And so I've been trying to just stay on that. And if I don't feel like playing after I do editing, that's fine. I'll just watch TV or something. And mostly it's trying to like make myself not feel like when I feel like not editing, it's way too simple. I'm like catching on too quick to not spend an hour or two in my mornings getting a video up if I don't even get on the internet the rest of the day. You know what I mean? Just get something up and going. I'm trying to put out as much content as I can because you just never know which video is going to be the video. You know that it blows up for you. So.
Yep. And I'm hoping every day I'll get you know, it'll blow up and get me out there. But no, Ross, looky here, I appreciate you being on here, man. I had to have you come back on here and maybe we can talk about something else. Talk about when you get, you know, when you blow up and be famous. Get you back. No, I'm just kidding.
When I blow up and I'm famous, I'm just like Ashes. Who?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people out there. I talked to somebody the other day, and they were. I'm not even gonna say their names at all, but they was talking about how they was friends with somebody, and that person blew up and didn't even. Man, was using their content stuff. It was awful, man. I never dreamed it. You know, that's between me and them. I wouldn't tell. You know, I won't tell anybody. But
I had the, I guess you could say, the privilege of experiencing a lot of that attitude in the music industry. Of like friends that would make a beat and some rapper would buy it. Like, you know, like I had one guy, Lil Wayne, bought one of his beats, and he was just so like I know how he'd keep his head up. It was so big after that. And I had a couple of guys I played in bands with that we would open for big bands, and they eventually like just went on to find other bands that were bigger, and just like all of a sudden forgot how my Facebook is or where my MySpace was, you know, or all that stuff. Forgot my phone number. So I'm trying to be any of that. Like I don't want to be any of that. I want to take everybody with me, especially the people that helped me get to where I'm at.
Exactly, man. Well, you got to be that way, because I've seen people that's you know, and personally in my life that come from nothing, and I've seen a lot of good people that come from nothing and be successful and great people, you know. And I ain't talking about being great people, you know, out there throwing $100 bills at you. I'm just talking about just being a genuine good person. And then I've seen people come from nothing and have something and be the biggest assholes and the loneliest because they push everybody away. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you got, man. It's your character. You know, it's how you treat other people. Because, dude, I don't want your money. You know, I ain't like that. You know what I mean? I just want a kind word from you, homie. You know, I just don't want you to treat me like shit. That's just, you know what I mean? Just show me a little respect. That's all. That's all I want.
That's
you
all,
know, I'm not,
you know, little respect.
Just little respect.
Keep it on eye level.
Don't put me down. I mean? There you go. Don't put me down. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. But looky here, Ross. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was gonna say, it's like if I ever start to get like numbers and people and stuff, I don't want any of these guys from the community or that I play with to think, like, be scared that Ross is this and that now. I can't talk to him because he's not. Talk to me. Send me a message. You know, tell me. Get in my Discord and just have a good time. You know, don't ever feel like if I start to progress further than like people are progressing, that I'm going to be better or act better than anybody. That's
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. You know?
If I go to Hollywood, I want everybody to go with me. That's all. That's how I feel.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I said, it's all about respect and treating people good. You know, that's what it's about. And I was telling A-Cup, man, if I get out of line, you know, be a good friend and tell me, you know, message me, say, hey, man, you're a little out of line here, you know. That's what it's about. That's what real friends are, to, you know, kind of, you know, tell you.
I can tell you in the few years that I've known you, when I first got my Xbox, bro, Xbox and got on, you were one of the first people to be like, hey, run with me, play with me, and, you know, we can have a good time, this, that, and other. And you've been nothing but one of the most positive people I've ever met or seen in this whole, like, streaming and all, just in general, man. You always have something nice to say about everything, and that's just really a rare thing to have.
I appreciate it, dude. I'm okay when I'm sleeping. You know, I was just joking, man. I appreciate it, Ross. You got to be that
Yeah.
way, man. I tell you, you just got to do the best you can, man. What's the use of treating people like shit, dude? You want to be treated that way? I mean, honestly,
Well,
you
I
know.
believe that people that treat other people that way are miserable, like within themselves. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
they
a
are. Yeah, they are
yeah.
miserable.
So I'm all right.
Exactly.
I'm comfortable enough in myself that I don't want other people to put other people down to feel good about myself.
No, you're not supposed to be that way at all, dude. At all. But
And
look,
none of that right here.
yeah, but look, Ross, I want to have you on here again, dude. We'll do this again. We'll get on here and talk about some movies or something, new games that come out. We got all kind of stuff to talk.
Yeah, man.
I could talk for hours, but yeah,
I can
guys.
too, brother.
Yep. But everyone out there, go over there and check out Ross's channel. And how do you say your channel again? I keep man.
It's all one word: FROMDALAGOON, from the Lagoon,
From the Lagoon.
like
Yeah.
like a swamp creature or something.
Yeah, like a
He's from
swamp
the Lagoon.
creature from the lagoon. I get it mixed up. I do. My words, man. I'm telling you, I'm tired. I
I
stay
actually can.
tired.
I actually came up with From the Lagoon, the backstory behind that. In 2008 to 2011, I was in a very extreme grindcore heavy metal band called From the Lagoon
Really?
with my buddy. Yeah, I was the vocalist, then I was the guitar player, and my best friend in the world, Kevin, was my drummer. But unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident in
Oh man.
2011,
Sorry to
and
hear that.
I ended the band there. But yeah, I got From the Lagoon tattooed on my right leg too. So
Really?
it's a very I was doing vocals at a sound check while we were practicing,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Good evening, everybody. We're from the Lagoon," just making a joke, and it
Yeah.
became the band name.
Really,
They just kept
man. That's a cool
So
backstory, man. That is
that
a
means
cool
that
backstory.
from the Lagoon is just a phrase, but it's a phrase that means so much to me. Like it's really like it's a something I want to cherish and keep carrying on. I don't want it to just end because the music ended.
Yeah,
I
I
still
understand.
want to keep that alive. So
Yeah.
that's what's going on over here, man. It's a positive thing from the Lagoon. I think I'm going to start calling my people the Swamp. To get my little group of the Swamp.
Oh yeah, that is cool, man. Yep. That
Yeah,
goes.
man.
That
But yeah, don't
goes.
let me-
That goes.
Yeah.
That goes well together. But I'll
Nah.
drop your link in the video description, or leave it like a
Appreciate it,
comment. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll at least drop it in the description. I'll have to go back and check primes and stuff, man, because I forget the days. I don't know if I
Yeah, I
dropped
did,
this description in there.
I've been wanting to share people's videos and stuff on my channel. I just don't have enough traffic yet
Yeah.
for it to really do anything. But I'll start sharing more of you guys' stuff. Once I
All right,
start
man,
getting more
appreciate
traffic,
it.
every time you post a video, I'll be glad to share it on my channel.
All right, man. I
That's
really
doing that a lot, man. That's a super cool thing to do.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Ross. But look, guys, everybody out there, I appreciate you. This is another episode in the record books, guys, and we'll see you next episode. Peace out, everyone.